stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 19th through the 25th. We will be starting with Monday and working our way through Sunday. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay, so Gemini, your first card coming up is your card for Monday. You do have the Ace of Arrows. Ace of Arrows is telling me that you do have some communication going on and that it is going back and forth reasonably quickly. This feels to me like this is important communication. It has to do with planning. For some of you, this could be business, but for others of you, this has to do with family. I'm feeling like there's just a very serious side to this communication whenever I feel into it. This is not like banter, joking around. This is definitely has something to do with planning. Something showing up for you guys on Monday, Gemini. Now, Tuesday, what you have showing up is the card that's actually called the Spark of Life. Ace of Bows in reverse. I have an agreement with Sacred Spirit that if something comes through, I will pass along that message. And that applies whether I enjoy passing along this message or whether I think this message is going to be an easy one to hear or not. Spark of Life, to me, this one coming up in reverse this time is giving me multiple meanings. For the minority of you, maybe even only just one of you, but for the minority of you, this could be talking about a miscarriage, that either you or somebody who is close to you could be having a miscarriage on Tuesday. If this is not you, I think that you will be hearing about it and that you will play an influential role for the person who actually, the person or persons actually who is going through this, because that can affect the whole couple, not just the one person. Now, that's just the very, very, very small minority of you. For the rest of you, this is just a card that talks about having an idea, realizing, remembering that there's something that you need to do, and it's not something that makes you feel inspired. It's something that, you know, you would rather put off. Maybe you're even dreading it, but there's something that you know you need to do that you're just really not enjoying the thought of doing it. I don't think you're actually doing whatever this is on Tuesday, for those of you that it applies that way. I think actually you're procrastinating. All right, now let's look at Wednesday for Gemini. Okay, so what we have is the Nine of Stones showing up in reverse. I forget what the actual name of this is. It's called Tradition. I call this my Zen card. When it's right side up, it's just a total Zen card to me. When it's in reverse, this is telling me that there is something that you're having a little bit of trouble dealing with or reconciling within yourself. I don't feel like this is anything where you're fighting with anybody outside of you. I think you have just some inner turmoil going on. I don't even want to call it inner conflict as much as I feel like it's inner turmoil that you're dealing with on Wednesday. All right, let's look at Thursday. Okay, Geminis, what we have coming up for Thursdays is the Three of Vessels in reverse. Now, for me, this is normally a card that talks about friends or a peer group, colleagues, somebody that, you know, a group of people that you respect, somebody in that regular group of people that you consider yourself a part of or hang out with. They are going to be, one of those people is going to be getting on your nerves, just jumping up and down on your last nerve is basically what this talks about. It doesn't talk about the whole group, like getting on your nerves, but there is one person. One very busybody person is what Spirit is telling me, who's getting on your nerves with their busybodiness. Busybodiness. I don't think that's really even a word. Alright, so Geminis, let's look at Friday. Friday, what you have showing up here is the Knight of Stones, or the Horse. This is just a card that tells me that you're doing something to strengthen your position in the world. So you're doing the opposite of any kind of impulse spending. You may be stashing money away. You may be learning a new skill. You may be just doing what you need to do to make sure that your budget works, you know, going out and making that money. But you're doing something to strengthen your position in the world in a tangible way on Friday. Now, on Saturday, I really need to replace this deck. It's getting so worn out. Okay, Saturday, by the way, this is the Wildwood Tarot for those of you who would like to know. What you have is the Five of Arrows. Five of Arrows to me is a card that talks, in this deck, it's a card that talks about frustration. There is something that you're trying to accomplish, and it can really be frustrating you because it seems like no matter which way you try to come at it, you're not getting the job done at this point on Saturday. For some of you, this could be just that you're trying to get an idea across to a person and they're just not getting it. But for others of you, this could be some kind of project or hobby that you're working on that you're just not accomplishing exactly what you want. Sunday. Alright, Sundays you guys have the Ten of Stones coming up in reverse. This is my home card in this particular deck. It's actually what it's literally labeled. I just feel like you guys are going to be away from home on Sunday. I don't see a lot of people just hanging out around the house. I think you're going to spend more time away from home than at home on Sunday by a significant amount, maybe like 80% of your time away from home on Sunday. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Geminis. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. For those of you who would like to get a private reading, feel free to do so. You can find all my information, including my contact information, on the website in the description box below. And I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Everybody else, I will see you next week on the next video. Peace out.